Hi everyone, my name's Paige Sochovka. I'm an IBCLC lactation consultant and the director of lactation services here at JANZ Medical Supply. Today we're going to talk about the Ceres Chill and why you're going to want it and how it's going to make your life easier. So this product is absolutely ingenious, and I wish that I had this myself on my long flight to Germany from the US when my baby was 6 months old and we had to go through the difficulty of storing milk and feeding on a plane. This could have made my life so much easier. So it's an all-in-one travel system for pumping, storing milk, and bottle feeding all in one. And you can use it for breast milk or formula. But the idea is using this system, the milk is going to be good inside of it for 20 hours, which I think is an amazing perk of using this. This item is not covered by insurance. It is $80 as a out-of-pocket cost. It's available through JANZ Medical Supply in your local stores. There's a couple different ways that you can use it with storing milk. Let me show you. So there is the cap. This is the big cap. So you're going to take that off, and then you will see that there's another cap. This cap makes sure that the milk doesn't slosh into the bigger cap. So kind of like a locking ring. Then we have our adapter. You can unscrew that. And now we have 2 water bottles. So the way that this works, there's a couple different ways that you can use it. So ideally, one way is you can put ice into the bottom part, about halfway, quarter full of ice in the big water bottle, and then you put breast milk or formula inside of this water bottle, and you put it inside, and it's going to stay cold and be well kept for up to 20 hours. So that's one way you can do it, or you can do it the reverse way if you have more than, I think this holds 12 ounces. So if you have more than 12 ounces of milk or formula, you would want to do it the reverse way. So where you put ice in this, the smaller water bottle, and then you put your milk inside the big water bottle. And again, it will stay cold that way for up to 20 hours. Another way that you can use this to store is just putting milk directly into the water bottle itself without any ice or cooling. I would say this would likely keep well for up to 8 hours, as long as the milk or the water bottle itself was cold prior to putting it in. So in addition to storing your milk, there's also a couple other features that is really unique and awesome, makes mom's lives easier. So you can pump directly into the system and you can bottle feed. So what you would need is, if you have a narrow neck flange, this would work, or you can get an adapter to make your wide neck narrow. So you would pump it, put it directly into the smaller water bottle, and then you can begin pumping. And then another option, if you wanted to pump both breasts at the same time, there's a narrow neck opening on this connector piece. And then you can put this part either in the big water bottle, or you can put it in the cap. This holds 4 ounces. And then you can pump that way through these 2 items, or you can use your own bottles, however you want to do it. Then another option is, there's a couple different attachments. There is bottle nipples, or this is a sippy spout for older babies, and you can pop that on, and then you can feed this 4-ounce bottle to baby. You can use a regular nipple. This is a narrow opening, so any bottle that has a narrow neck, like the Dr. Brown's, you could connect on it, or the ones that come with it as well is an option. But let's say you have a favorite bottle that your baby loves, maybe something like the Spectra where it is a little bit too big for this opening. You could take an adapter that converts a narrow neck into a wide neck, and you could use that adapter, kind of like the Kindy ones, where it can change the openings to match both bottles and flange sizing. So a couple options there. Pretty simple to use as long as you just have those adapters in the bottles that you want. It's a very all-inclusive system where you can store milk, you can pump, you can bottle feed for long periods of time. So especially if you're doing an international flight or just a long flight road trip, or also this can be used while pumping at work. So we see a lot of moms doing the pitcher method. That's probably where this would be amazing, where you could pump directly into the big bottle. You would get the adapter and then put your flange piece and pump directly into the bottle and store it all here. If you keep this in the fridge or a cooler, it would be good for 20 hours. But if it's just in the bottle sitting out, it will likely be kept good for 8 hours if the milk is cold or if the bottle itself is cold, and then the insulation will keep it at that temperature. Another fun attachment that can come with it is, let's say you have this water bottle and you guys are past the point of breastfeeding and pumping. There's an attachment so you can still use this for yourself. It also has a tea infuser, so if you want to put fruit or flavoring as well in your water, you can. So it is quite universal and it has multiple uses. I'm a big fan of products that has multiple purposes, so you can use it, for longer periods of time. It really helps you get the bang for your buck. So I particularly like this entire system for traveling on a plane, especially those international flights. So just wanted to give you some tips about breast milk storage and pumps while on a flight. So one thing, without this system, you would have a clunky lunchbox and ice packs and bottles and bags and nipples. That's a lot, especially maybe you're using a flight like Ryanair and you don't have a lot of storage. So this kind of really condenses it, and I like that. So just some info about why I would actually prefer this myself versus the alternative with all the excessive pieces. So ice packs can be a little iffy going through TSA at an airport, because if the ice pack is not completely frozen, they will count that as a liquid rather than a solid item. So, and most ice packs are much bigger than the 3-ounce liquid rule. So if you find yourself that, you traveled, you got to the airport and you're about to get on the plane, you have to go through the security, and if your ice pack is not completely frozen, then you might have to throw it away or put it in a different luggage area because it's past the 3-ounce rule for carry-ons. And that is a big gamble to me if you're trying to travel with breast milk or keep your baby's milk cold. So that is a little bit of a risk that I dealt with. Don't like that. So I like that this will help mediate that gamble. So let's say you are going through TSA and you have this, you can have your ice in the bottom, and if it's frozen still, which it should be, the ice will keep for a really long time. So that will be fine. But let's say the ice did melt. Okay, cool, it's just water. So you would take this with your actual milk out, or other way, you would take this out and it had ice, either one. And you would just empty out the ice, and then as soon as you get past the gate, you get some more ice, either from like a concession or on the airplane. So that makes it really simple, really easy, less of a risk, and something you can rely on to keep your milk cold. Also, fun fact, breast milk is considered a medical liquid, so you don't have to follow the only 3-ounce rule with it. So if you are traveling with breast milk, you can have as much of it as you want, because it's a baby milk. It is a medical liquid, so you're not going to be held to that same standard of only 3-ounce increments. So that is also nice if you wanted to, use this or the bigger ounce to store your milk in. That's something to feel comfortable. And also breast pumps on an airplane. Breast pumps are a medical equipment, so they do not account against you as a carry-on. So if you have a bag with your breast pump, flanges, and bags, or whatever else you need to pump, they cannot count that as a carry-on. It's a medical equipment, so it will not count against you. So you can have your carry-on like normal, and then your medical equipment bag. So just a little information. If you plan to travel soon, there's some information to support you. I know PCS season is coming, so lots of flights coming up for many families. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have not yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of our breastfeeding and our pumping education that we have here. We'll see you next week. Bye!